Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our CS class. Today, we are going to discuss some concept we already studied. That means revision topics. So first is list tuples and dictionary. So list tuples and dictionary all are data types used in Python. What is the difference? List is known as mutable data type while tuple is immutable. In list and tuple, we can store elements by using sequence of values are placed, so we can store element, or it is the collection of elements. The difference are the list are embedded in square brackets, but tuples are embedded in parentheses. So that is first difference. Second is list is mutable and tuples are immutable. What is mutable? Mutable means we can change the elements in a list directly. So suppose if an element at the position of 10 is there, we can change the element at the 10th position directly in list, but it is not possible in tuple. So in tuple we cannot change the elements directly. Then in both in list and tuple we can index, slice and access individual elements. Index normally starts from 0th position. We can store the elements in corresponding index. Slice means we can divide our list elements. That means if there are 10 elements are there, we can extract first 5 elements or first 3 elements like that. That is known as slicing, and we can access the element. Then len of L returns the length of the list. That means if there are 5 elements in a list, 5 is returned. Len of TT means tuple name will return the length of tuple. Then we can use the plus operator. Both in list and tuple we can use the plus operator for concatenation. Concatenation means combining two lists or combining two tuples is known as concatenation. Then we can extract the elements in slice by using the list name followed by square bracket, and there will be a starting index and ending index. From starting index up to ending index, the values are fetched. Then list manipulation functions are append, insert, extend, sort, remove, reverse, and pop. Tuple manipulation functions are length, max, min, CMP, and tuple. So these are list and tuple. Next is dictionary. Dictionary means it uses braces or curly braces. Then in dictionary there are two values for single elements, which is known as key and value. One element is represented by key and value. These keys and values are separated by using colon operator. So we can access the value by using a key. Key of dictionaries are immutable. We cannot change. Immutable means we cannot change. Then there are some functions like they are in list and tuple also. In and not in. In means to check whether the element is present in the corresponding data type. Not in means the elements are not present. Then it will return either true or false. True means if the element is present, then true is returned, otherwise false is returned. Next is sorting algorithm. Sorting algorithm means we can arrange the elements in particular order. There are many sorting techniques are there, but we have to study bubble sort and insertion sort. What is bubble sort? It compares two adjoining values. And if you want either from ascending or descending, if first element is larger compared to second element, then exchange that values. So to make the elements in proper order, exchange the neighboring values takes place. Insertion sort means suppose an array with n elements, that means a of 1 to a of n in memory. The insertion algorithm scans a from a1 to an, inserting each element into its proper positions in the previously sorted subarray. That means one element is taken and that element is moved to all other positions and correspond. If particular position got, then place that element in that order. So that is sorting algorithm. Then strings in Python. Strings also a data type. It is used for character. It is known as collection of characters. It's known as string. We can use both double quotes and single quotes to represent string. And one property of string is immutable. String immutable, tuple immutable, list are mutable. Then there are many operations in string. They are concatenation. Concatenation means combining two strings. That means hello plus morning will combine to hello morning. Then replication. Replication is star. That means it is used to repetition operator. Hello star 3 means hello, hello, hello will be the output. Membership operator in and not in. Then comparison operator. Some built-in functions are there, odd and chr. Odd will return the ASCII value. That means in our keyboard for each key there will be an ASCII value. So that value is returned by using odd function. Then chr is used if we passed ASCII code, corresponding character is returned by using chr. Then string slicing is there, like list tuple slicing. Starting index and ending index will be given. From starting index to up to end index, the values are fetched. So that these all are about string. Next is functions. What is the use of functions? It is used for modularity of a program. That means large programs are divided into small subblocks known as modules by using function. Then this main advantage of function is code reusability. That means we can use the same code again and again. So there are some standard library modules are there. By using we can perform some task. Python can have three types. That means Python functions can have three types. They are built-in functions, functions in modules, and user-defined functions. Built-in functions means these functions are already in the Python library. We can access that function directly. That means print function. Example is print function. We can access that function directly in our program, or input function. These are examples for built-in function. Functions in modules means there are some modules or package will be there to store function. For example, if we want to calculate sine of a number, sine, S-I-N-E, sine or cosine, then we have to import some libraries or modules. For example, for mathematical operation we will import math package is imported. So this is known as functions in modules. First we have to import that module, then only we can access the function. So which is known as functions in modules. And third one is user defined function. That means we can create our own functions as our interest. So if functions are in modules, we have to use import statement, import module name, like import statement is used. Then example is math function. Without modules are input output functions. Print read. This print is without print is a default function which is in Python library, but no need to insert corresponding module. Then there are many functions like floor, exponent, sqrt. These all are inbuilt function. Then next is user defined function. What is user defined function? We can define our own function by using user defined functions. A user defined functions contains the keyword def followed by function name and parenthesis. That is, that part is known as function definition. In function definition, two parts are there. They are function header and function body. Function header looks like def followed by function name, then parenthesis, then colon. And there is function call also. When we call the function, then only corresponding function will work. So function definition will be at the top of the program. Function call, after the input statement there will be function call. Then after colon there will be some indentation or spacing will be there, which is known as function body. Inside that we will perform some operations. Then there are two types of arguments, formal and actual arguments. Actual arguments means the arguments which used in function call is known as actual arguments. The arguments which are used in function definitions are known as formal arguments. These arguments are classified as required arguments, keyword arguments, default arguments, and variable length arguments. Required arguments means the arguments are passed to a function in correct order. Keyword arguments means it relate to function call. By using these arguments, we can identify the purpose of argument. Default argument means the value will be in that function definition itself. So no need to supply value externally. So these are the arguments. Then there are some concept of scope of a variable. Scope means where this variable exists. There are two scope. They are global variables and local variables. Local variables means the variable defined inside the function is known as local variable. Global variable means outside the function. So if a variable declared inside the function, what happens? It will be accessed inside that function only. No other function cannot access, or outside the function the values cannot access. Global variable means if you are declaring the variable outside the function body, what happen? All program or all function can access that values, which is known as global variable. These are the classification built-in modules defined. Built-in function means like our print. Function defined in modules is example is mathematical function. Defined means it contains two types. Function defined means user defined functions. It contains both function call and function definition. Then function arguments are required, keyword, default, and variable length arguments. Then next chapter is file handling. Files are used to store collection of data. There are mainly two types of file. They are text file and binary file. Text file means the information in ASCII code or Unicode character, but binary file means it consists of binary format in the same format that computer can process, that is binary format is used. So that's all about these revision topics. Let's wind up this session. All of you study well. Thank you and have a nice day.